Welcome back, everybody. My name is Jonathan Plasek. I'm the media director here at the Gathering Baptist Church. These two talented ladies to my left are the children's directors. So please tell me which campus and your name.
My name is Marsha Tronstad, and I am at the Noland campus.
I'm Melinda Sims at the Plaza campus.
You guys are this is the first staff interview we've done with both of you because 2 years ago, you guys were not on staff. Okay, so let's start, Marsha. We'll go Melinda. Marsha, how did this come about, right? Interesting story.
Yeah. We had just gotten back from youth camp, and I actually got a call from Matt, and I'm like, oh, Lord, what did my boys do? And he actually asked if I could go to coffee. Went to coffee, and he asked if I'd ever thought about doing children's ministry. And I'd worked in daycare for years. I'd nannied, so it was not out of the thoughts for me to do it. And I said, well, I don't know. I've been a stay-at-home mom for a long time. So I hadn't jumped right into the thoughts of it. But it wasn't out of the question by any means at all. And then I said, well, I can't just say yes right now. You're not wanting that,
Sure.
are you? And I went home and talked with Joel, and I'd said something to the boys, and they're like, we knew it. We knew it. So they said they knew that Matt was going to ask that. I'm like, you did not know that he and Nate were going to ask that. But yeah, so it was just kind of fell in my lap, really.
It's a beautiful thing. It's awesome. Melinda, same? Different? How was your experience?
Different. They were looking for somebody to serve at the Plaza campus. And I guess they had talked to Marsha about who might be a good fit. And she gave them my name. And then I think she was a little hesitant to ask me, not knowing my reaction. I had done for 6 years at the Noland campus. I had been a preschool director, just volunteer with that, and really enjoyed it. And then when she asked me, I was surprised, but knew that it would be a good fit, and just prayed about it. And,
yeah.
The rest is
It's been
history.
fun.
Well, I think we can
really great.
Yeah, we can confidently say that, and Matt echoed this in his interview, is that we are better because you both are here. We, as a staff, and as a church, we are better because you're both here. And so it's been a great, year-ish?
Just a year.
Just at a year?
Yeah, and I've
Well,
been
you were
a year and a
starting
half. Yeah, I
before.
started in September.
Well, and as a year, just to preface this on video, as just a year, Easter egg hunt brought back VBS for the first time in over a decade, and trunk or treat at both campuses. That's just a year. So you guys are clearly just love kids ministry, and so we'll get back to that. We'll get back to the love of it. But from Marsha to Melinda, tell us about your families, because we don't know much about your families.
So I've been married for 25 years. My husband's name's Joel. I have a 16-year-old Michael and a 13-year-old Matthew. Pretty much it as far as my immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
I am from a divorced home.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was in the military, so I kind of got the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be the traveling kid and got to see the world because of him, and stationed more in southern Missouri with my mom.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, good. All right, Miss Melinda, what about you?
I've been married for 20 years to Kyle. And then I have Carter is 18 now. He's going to Mizzou next year, so that's exciting.
Awesome.
And Chloe is 16. They both go to Blue Springs South High School. And Lydia is, how old is she now? She's already 13. Yeah. So
Wow.
she's in 8th grade at Moreland Ridge Middle School, right down the road. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
I mean, both of your families, I think whenever we were talking about just you guys in general, it's your families are cornerstones. I was talking to Blake Wyatt, who used to be on staff here, and it's just they're awesome. like talking about both of you. And so I was, he was asking how the gathering was. I was like, they're rock stars. They're absolutely crushing it. So, okay. So I mentioned you did Easter egg hunt, VBS, trunk or treat. Maybe both of you. You guys answer, whoever wants to go first. But like, it's a lot of work. And you guys put in a lot of work. And now it's restarting in 2023. But like, first year, kind of give me an overview bubble of what was going through the minds of Marsha and Melinda.
I didn't know if I got hired on as a children's director or an event planner.
Oh.
Because it was a lot as far as doing all the things. So this year it will be exciting knowing that we already have all of the events under us.
Blueprint's done.
We don't have all of that, the firsts to do over.
Mm-hmm.
So now we know what to expect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can thoroughly just enjoy the kids 100%.
Yeah.
Instead of that.
Yeah. The unknown. And
I
mean, even looking at the curriculum and knowing what it is, what to expect. We haven't done VBS in so long either. And so the other people in our church, they may have done it 20 years ago or whatever, but it was all brand new, which was exciting, but it was a lot of work. And we got to know each other very, very well.
Really well.
Our strengths and our weaknesses. I'm finding out more about myself.
Sure.
I mean, I didn't know how, I'm not like this because I'm not the most tech savvy person. Obviously, I'm asking him very basic questions all the time.
All good.
But I'm learning and, but I'm doing more like not just secretarial stuff, but administration and things like that.
Yeah.
And Marsha is the fun one. She has all the connections and she gets good deals and we just have really learned to work well together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Complimenting each other.
I mean, me personally, I'm sure the other staff guys would echo this, but it's like, you guys are a great team.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Definitely.
Like, I'm sure you guys would be great, like one or the other, but it's like, why just one or the other when you can have both?
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Absolutely.
So, okay. What was, so let's see. The first massive event you guys did together was Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
It's like you wake up, it's morning of Easter egg hunt. What's going through Marsha and Melinda's mind?
At that point, it was just like game on, and we just stepped back and relaxed.
Yeah.
It was the weeks and months prior.
We knew we had prepared as much as we could prepare.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't anything else that we could do.
Yeah.
It was the day of.
Mm-hmm.
The kids were coming. The parents were coming. Volunteers were phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
That was incredible to see the church turn out and how many people came out.
It was a good day.
It was so
It was a good day. And it was good weather.
Weather was perfect.
That doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
It was so fun to see people from the neighborhoods just come walk over and parking. And it was just everything came together.
It's kind of like in that moment, you wish that the church could have just like a net that you cast over all those people and be like, stay.
Yeah.
Stay, let us tell you more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things that it's a community outreach, which is a good thing. So how about Sunday mornings? So we haven't talked about Sunday mornings yet, but you guys have been doing that for over a year now. So, and I know things are going to change a little bit here coming up in February, but as of January 10, 2023. But how are things on Sunday mornings? How do they work for people who are prospective people that want to know which one of you they'll see and all that stuff? Talk us through a morning in children's ministry.
So Sunday mornings, I'll say what it's going to be.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is right now.
Yeah, it's good.
It's getting ready to change. So Sunday mornings, we've got 3 different areas that the kids can go. We've got little young preschoolers. We've got pre-K. And then we've got kindergarten through 5th graders that meet downstairs. We've got one local area that they all, or a hub, I guess, more or less, that they all check into. Usually it's the same 2 people that always check people in. It's always the same. We use Orange curriculum, which we've been blessed to be able to go to conference and getting ready to do that again.
It's so fun.
So it's Yeah, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking of a typical Sunday morning. It's been neat to see my youngest daughter, Lydia. She'll come with me in the morning, and she has just set up classrooms, unlocked doors, set up classrooms. She sets up the computer for me for check-in, and we kind of work together as a team. That just kind of naturally happened. I didn't ask her or beg her to do that. She just wanted to come early and do that with me. So that's been neat. Um, and when the parents and kids come in, we check them in, give them a name tag. They go into service, except for the babies and some of the young preschoolers go straight in to the class. But we really encourage the elementary kids and some of the older preschoolers to go into worship with their families. And then right before the sermon, they go to children's church. And so we have some amazing teachers who do children's church there's nursery, pre-K, and then we have elementary. And so it's kindergarten through 5th grade. It's a large group. The teachers go through the Bible chronologically with little props that they have Legos, and they have different things that represent each story. They review that all the time, which is really neat. And then they follow the curriculum for that large group time. And then at 11 o'clock, or in between services, we have a time where the elementary kids get snack, walk around, talk with their friends, kind of get their wiggles out. It's chaos without being uncontrolled.
Sure.
There's no running and, so that's kind of a time that they enjoy. And the teachers transition. And then during Sunday school, they have small groups. Well, before that, they have some singing time, worship time, and a video from the curriculum. And then they have small groups, and they really do activities, games, sometimes crafts, and a lot of discussion and prayer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so as of February 5th, 2023, it will be carbon copy of both, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's the 9:30 service model. So if you're watching, you're a guest, we hope you'll join us, and that your kids will come and see one of these two awesome ladies that love your kids. It's just like 9:30 a.m. There's service, there's children's church right before sermon, and then there's that in between time, like 10:45 to 11, and there's Sunday school. And then it's off you go. It's awesome. So you mentioned it a few times, and just for the record, again, speaking to the people that maybe are thinking about coming and joining us at the gathering, is your kids are safe. We have safety team that's constantly roaming the hallways, outdoors, that are keeping your kids and us in service safe. Like that's the number one priority of safety team, which Pastor David, I believe, oversees. And then, secondly, you talked about the amazing teachers that you guys have.
Absolutely. Teachers.
I mean, and you always need more, but it's like the people that you guys have gotten have bought in to the system, right? They understand what their responsibilities are.
We couldn't do anything without them. I mean, we can give them the material, but they run with it, and they make the kids happy, comfortable, engaged.
And I say it's just exciting whenever the kids come running in. And the first thing you do is see them running open arms straight to their teachers. And that makes them feel good.
I mean, it was a special time for me growing up, is knowing that every Sunday I got to go see Miss Wanda, and I would sprint 4-year-old Jonathan. There you go. Like that's a very distinct memory. And I think that for a lot of our kids, they see Miss Melinda, they see Miss Marsha, they see their teachers. It's pretty unreal just how God has designed the church beautifully, first off. And then secondly, that the execution of things, despite you guys not even having the children's ministry experience prior to this, is like you guys now feel at home, which is not like you didn't feel before because you're members, but it's like now you guys have settled into this groove. Right? It's beautiful. It's really cool. Okay, so tell me about conference. You guys both shared a smile and laugh. You guys went to Orange Conference last year in Atlanta. Is that right?
Yes.
So, okay, tell me about that, and then what you enjoyed most.
Well, last year we got to go with Matt and Nate. So that was really fun. They had been before, so they just showed us the ropes. We got on the plane, and off we went. And, they they were excited to see us. Everything was brand new. So we had incredible time of worship. I was not expecting the big arena. It was like a concert. Just an amazing time of singing, dancing.
Fellowshipping with the Matt and Nate, getting to know them on a deeper level of building a relationship with your staff, which is really an awesome experience to get to have. You don't always get that.
Being surrounded with other children's ministers and
amazing.
There were pastors there and other youth workers, but mostly they were kids ministry directors. So just knowing that we're not alone.
Learning what the curriculum was, not just opening it up in the computer, but knowing what it was, how to use it.
How exciting it is.
Yeah.
And how to just learning how to engage the children and
how to teach the teachers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that you could equip them.
Encourage the teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to overstate things, but there's a real distinct reality that 20, 30 years from now, these kids will come back, hopefully see one of you two, and really recognize like that you guys made a difference in their lives. Like I truly believe that, because you got all the Scholes kids, you got the Jones, you have all these kids that are pastors' kids and others that are going to come back one day, either to see dad or mom or whatever, college kids, and they'll come by and see you. It's a very real thing. And so we obviously appreciate you guys.
I had a moment today.
Yeah, do it. Tell us.
We were going downstairs. We're at the Plaza campus right now. We were going downstairs to the kitchen, and I heard Miss Melinda, because they're having lunch at the school, and it was a new 5th grade girl, and she was Miss Melinda. And so I went over and saw what she was eating for lunch and just had chit chat. And I just thought, yay, that's just fun to have that relationship.
Well, yeah. I mean, like even little Logan Wright, who was in here earlier, like one of the coolest little kids. I mean, he's in there doing the gritty, like, he's just enjoying, like he's giving, fist pumps to Matthias, and I'm doing the gritty with him and getting a sucker. Like I think there's just invaluable things that can be taught to kids, not only from you guys and the teachers on Sunday, but also just like the people that go to church here and pastors, right?
Yeah, but it's just seeing how, like when you were talking about the teachers and stuff, just seeing how they invest in the kids. Because we've got teachers that have come to watch my boys play basketball that had my kids when they were 4 and 5 years old.
Yeah.
And now that my kids are 13 and 16, they're still showing them that they care about them and love them.
That's neat.
And it doesn't go unrecognized by the mom or by the kid.
Yeah.
So,
and I could say just last time that we had Gathering Sunday, I believe it was, or some event at Noland, because we've been going to the Plaza campus, but Chloe was literally born while we were attending Noland Road. And she saw Miss Karen. And Chloe's 16 now, and she just, they just saw each other and beamed and, hi, how are you doing?
Yeah.
So even though they don't see each other very often, there's still a connection.
Yeah. Okay, last thing, I think. Well, second to last question. VBS. Is just, it seems like it's hard. Like, first off, make no mistake about it, it's very difficult to pull off. You guys did not stop smiling the whole week. No. I got the capture on video. It's the best part about my job. So I got to take a camera in there every day, see those kids have the best time. Yeah. All of our guys, like Matt and Nate, they bought into it. They were characters for the kids.
Yeah.
All the volunteers that were like starving to have it back.
It's amazing.
Like, I truly, like, you can go back and watch.
8-year-old volunteers were dancing and getting into it.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I mean, and I can tell you that just honestly, like Georgia, if you're watching, my mother-in-law, she loves VBS.
Oh, it's so fun.
Like, and all of our people, like Helen Rogers, like
incredible.
There's just a lot of these people just in general that love VBS. And so this next year, because we had Make Waves last year, what's this? You want to give us a sneak peek 2023? Are we allowed to do this right here?
Ready, set, move.
Ready, set, move. Okay. And so I assume like tennis shoes, bikes, skateboards.
Yes.
Surfboards?
Sure.
I mean, not in
All of
Missouri,
it.
but
Yeah.
one wheels, do they count? Longboards.
Unicycle.
Unicycles,
Sure.
okay.
Why not?
Let's get it.
Tricycles.
Yeah, let's do it.
Roller skates.
So that's going to be, I assume, sometime June-ish.
Yes.
That'd be great.
June
12th to 8th.
12th through
Cool.
16th,
Sweet.
I think.
We'll keep an eye on our Facebook,
Yeah,
YouTube pages. We'll get that out
I
there to
just
you.
literally wrote it down on a piece of
I think
paper
it's
earlier
12
this
through
morning.
16.
Be
but
sweet.
9
Be
a.m.
awesome.
to noon.
We are digging in.
So that'll be sweet. That'll be sweet. Looking forward to that. So last question. We'll start with Melinda, finish with Marsha, and then we'll end up. Why, if this video is being watched by a prospective person that wants to come to the gathering, what's different about the gathering? What do you love about it?
I think that we have all the opportunities of a megachurch,
Sure.
but all the relationships and connections of a very, very small church. So I just love that. I mean, everybody says it's like family, and that's true. You see the congregation full, but like last week, I was standing in the back of the congregation looking out as people were singing, and I was just looking at the backs of people, knowing who they were, watching couples grab hands while they're worshiping. It was just a neat moment, but obviously the pastors are wonderful. Love the model, love that they're two different communities, but yet we're one church. And I think that teaches our kids a lot too, that, just we're all believers, and we're one congregation, but we're two different neighborhoods and we work together.
Yeah. It's really good. What about you, Marsha?
I love the fact that we have multiple pastors. I love the fact of them sharing campuses and going back and forth. I love that because it shows that they aren't taking ownership in one campus. They're going back and forth, getting to know, because there are people that only go to one campus. That may be because of transportation and they can't get back and forth. I mean, whatever may be the case of that. But I like that they get to know both congregations, I guess. So I really like that. I love the fact that I love our mission statement, the biblical, missional, relational. And I probably didn't say that in order.
No, you said it right. You said it perfectly right.
Wait till we get our
It's going to be on a new
shirts.
promo video coming soon.
Yay. But I love that. And I truly believe that about our church. I love how inviting.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were the first one, if I was walking into our church the first time, seeing Miss Katie be there, it's just awesome and exciting. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't walk in and just feel warm as soon as you walk in.
Yeah.
So
it's beautiful. Yeah. Well, I've interviewed every single pastor now, Marsha and Melinda today, and it is one of those things where it's like I get to sit here and understand everybody's point of view on what they love about our church. It's all very similar. It's how people feel whenever they're around family. It's seeing each other, the relational side of things, the missional side of things, the way that we love biblical teaching. Like it's just, it's irreplaceable. And even from like the birth of like you said, Chloe was at Noland, right? And then so all the way up, they're getting kids teaching, they're getting youth pastorship from Matt and family pastorship from Matt as of this moment. And then all the other guys coming alongside. It's just like, that's why you should come see us. Just come. Like if you come to the Plaza campus, come see Melinda. If you come to the Nolan campus, go see Miss Marsha, because it's one of those things where I don't know. I don't know why you go anywhere else, and that's okay. We're all on the same team, but I just have a heart for the gathering. So, anyways, thank you both.
Thank you.
You know, you both did very well in this interview setting. You did.
Thanks.
Okay, so go see them. They primarily office at both campuses because they're here Monday and Wednesdays most weeks.
Yes.
And so communicate with them and get to know them if you come and see us. And we will see you next time.